Hi everybody and welcome to part 2 of our snake game tutorial. And before we start with this tutorial, I thought maybe I can show you the final code and how it look like, and maybe I can motivate you even more. So when we finish this game, it will look like this. We have our little snake and it will eat the apple and increase the length, and everything been done by turtle. Okay, let's go to the wall or border and okay, then now we have more motivation to continue. Okay, now in last video we create our screen, we create the board and we draw the what you call it, frames. Now in this tutorial, in this part, we are going to create our snake class. And then class snake, again turtle dot turtle, and again init method self, and now super dot init. By this way we just initiate our super class, which is turtle. Now self.pen up, which lift the pen from the screen. Self.color, we snake, we call it green. I like to make the snake like a small little square and with little bit separation between each, so it's not just like a total line, it's like square, glue it together. And set.color, set black, set.speed, which is the speed of drawing. And what else we need? Shape, self.shape. With self.shape we can assign shape to turtle, and there's a square, triangle, circle, arrow, and classic. So the other shapes you have to draw them like a function, make it like a function, or even you can import and register shapes and images, but all of them should be, if I remember good, GIF file. And now we make it like square and set that shape size will be 0.5. Now here I set that direction. Direction is the head of the turtle, the arrow of the, when you choose the shape arrow, the head of the arrow is facing which direction. With direction method you can change that. Actually yeah, and now we can call it up because it will be up. Self dot blink, should I make it blink? No blink, but now we have to define some attributes. One, self.step, because it's like this snake is jumping square square square, and will be, you can call it 10, or no, I think it's 12, it could be better. And also self.tail, which is very important, we will get there. Now the snake will increase the size, and we have to keep a track of his body inside the list. So we can name it self.body, and body will be a list. And also we what else X position and Y position. Okay, self dot and X, new X position is 0, self dot and Y will be 0. Okay, now when let's create this the object from this class. See what's going to happen is snake equal snake, and run the code. Where is the code? Code is here. Where is my code? Okay. See, the little square is here, but we call that, I want when it have black inside, like looks like a green empty square. So self dot fill color will be black. Now, yeah, and what else we can do for it? The first thing we can do is try to move it. For moving it in Turtle, we need two things: a couple of functions for moving to the sides, up or down. It depends on how many. Sometimes in some games, for example, you just have two direction, left or right, and you have to write a method for them or a function for them. And also we need to call Turtle listen, which is listening, something like event handling in Pygame. Then first we call it here Turtle dot listen, and we go up there. We need to do a couple of things. First, let's say we want to move this square to the left side. Then we create we write a method, call it define left. Okay, self, and then remember here we write a direction, and this attributes we're going to use it for moving our object on the screen. Then self.left will be self.direction equal left, and after we need to update it, then we need to have update method. By update method we define update self, and for now we pass, we're not doing anything. But now we need to use key binding for moving our box to the left. Then we call it turtle dot on screen, oh no, sorry, turtle dot on key, and call the object snake dot left, the method here what we call dot left, and direction here, the left, which will change it. You will see. I'm sorry, the left will be the left key on the keyboard, so it will be left, and it means when we press the left key on the keyboard, it will call this method in the snake class. So now when we call this method in the snake class, there's nothing gonna happen, because it's just changing the this variable to left. Now we have to add something in our update method. We say if self dot direction equal left, then using go to method, self dot go to self dot xcore minus self dot step and self dot ycore. Means when we press the left key on the keyboard, it will first call this function or method, and it changed the attributes for self direction, and in update method it will check constantly. It means we have to have while loop and add this update method into the while loop, so the system can constantly check it. When it's left, then the object going to xcore minus self at step, which we define it here, and in same vertical position. It's just changing the horizontal position. Okay, and now what we need to do, we need to create our we have to create our loop. I can't even talk. Alright. we can just create it raw here, or should we have a main function? Let's have a main function. Define main and define main and print. Okay, this is the main function, and if main equal main and okay, of course we need to also move this loop inside the main function. Let's see. Okay, everything looks fine. Then now get rid of this and say okay, running is true, and while running snake.update, for just checking if we can move our object. I think we can get rid of this turtle main loop. No, we can't. So what was the problem? And we hanged here. Then we shouldn't have to remove it. Maybe turtle.main loop. Okay, I think one problem is we should update the screen, of course. first of everything. Screen dot update. I totally forgot. You remember I told you here we need to have another method, screen dot tracer. Screen dot tracer, what's doing is controlling something like not frame per second, but imagine you are drawing something on the screen, and by screen.tracer you can cancel that drawing process and show the image after the drawing is finished. So we can call it here false. It will be the fastest possible and provide the fastest possible animation speed for us. Snake.update, and what we need to have here, Control S. Oh, it's go very fast outside. Just disappear. How we can control it? We can control it this way. We can write something here, tick equal, or ticking is 0 0 or 0 0 1, and here we can, after update the screen, we can use time.sleep picking. Yeah, still, what about when we use 10 as, and okay, then finally we could move our square. What's happening here is we create our object from we created our object from snake class, and we wrote two methods. One method, we are changing the direction, the variable we assign it to, the attributes we assign it, we created in our class. We are changing it by pressing the left key, and in update we are constantly checking for events, and when we press the left key, okay, our object go to the left. But because of the we can also change the speed here up in our class, and maybe I do it later, but another way to controlling the speed is by time. So here we are using the time and sleep method to control our motion. Actually we could do it, for example, turtle.onTimer something and snake.update, maybe something like that, but I think this way is much more cleaner. And before we finish this tutorial, let's write another direction to the right, so we can at least have two directions for it. Then we say turtle.onKey and snake.write, which we didn't write it yet, and write, and we go up there and we create our direction method here in right, and self, and here will be self.direction equal right, and here another if self.direction self.direction equal right, then self dot go to self dot xcore, now plus self dot step and self dot y core. Now we should have two direction, right and left, right and left. Okay, then we need to do the same thing for up and down. Okay, let's first we write the method here, define up self and define down self, and here we just need to copy one of these lines, and here up, name of the function or method, and here up, up, and again down and down. Okay, this is our key binding and event handling, and here up there self dot up, self dot direction equal up, and another one, of course, self dot direction will be down. And we continue our if statements here. If self dot direction equal up, for example, then now self dot go to self dot xcore without a change. Horizontally we are not changing, and but we go to self dot y core, now plus self dot step, self dot step, and here if self dot direction equal down, then self dot go to self dot xcore without change, self dot y core minus self dot step. Okay, and let's check it out before I continue. Up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. But one thing I like to change is, see, when we start the program it's automatically going up, and what we can do to just hold it there, we can change it to stop. It's not moving until we move it, and when we move it, when you push the down button, right or left arrow key, you don't have to keep pushing it. One click and it's going up, continuously moving. Okay, that would be it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and see you in next video.